Welcome back to another episode of House of Aquarius podcast. It is your favorite Aquarius here. Make a wish. Back to bring you another one. So first off, let me start off like this. I'm in my other vehicle, so my studio setup isn't there, so I could probably look this way at you guys while I'm driving down the street. So I gotta be nice and cordial to the laws and do the shit on the side of the road, you know? With that being said though, this love talk we're about to do right now, this gave me a big indicator because there is such huge, stark differences between an Aries male and an Aries female and a Leo male and a Leo female. Like, I am going to have to go back and redo some of these other ones in the reverse, because these two signs I'm about to do today are just that drastically different personality wise in regards to what to expect from the sun sign. So with that out the way, let's get into it. Which one? Flip the coin. Aries male and Leo female. Alright. First things first, like I said here, these are two fire signs. And because we've all been following me since day one, you know that I am a firm believer that people in the same element have a stronger chance of success in a short or long-term relationship. Well, definitely long-term than otherwise. They're the best, point blank period. So in this situation, it's looking optimistic from the very beginning. We have Aries, the cardinal sign, being the initiator, the starter, the beginning of the season. And we have the fixed sign in Leo. The ones that doesn't like change too much, like to keep things going for however it is. In this situation, I didn't think about this off the top of my head. What's the best way to describe Leo as being fixed here? Fixed in their position. Like I said, for Aquarius is more fixed in ideologies and what they think, but open to change. But that's irrelevant. That's kind of irrelevant right now. Okay, so going into this mishmash of fire signs. Explosion. That is the best way to start off with this one, okay? So we have the Aries man here, okay? He is being very, man, I can't even think of that if I'm getting right into it. One issue that these two signs are going to have together is that they both like to be in charge. They're both very fire type, very dominant signs there, and they like to lead the way. Aries male, I would say it likes to be a lot more blunt and dominant, and necessarily when they like to be in charge. So does Leo, but this one this is the male, so it's actually like I said, it's a little more different. Depending on how alpha this male is, he like to say things like, be a lot more, you have to be more willing to go with what he's saying. Because when you are dealing with a Aries, first and foremost, they like to have control, or they do things in a way to put them in a position to be in control with the ideas and the plans or whatever. And for this Leo woman, she might be willing to let it go. Like in this situation, the female, because of the gender relations here, the female might likely be more submissive to some degree in regards to how open she is to letting the Aries male be in charge. And if that's the case, that's really putting things off to a really good start there. Aries is a very passionate sign, and they love hard. Leo is also a very sensual sign, a very sensitive sign. And they're known for being very generous to those they like and love. So, and one thing that, as I said in the Leo episode, that Leos like to have what they give out to others reciprocated back to them, or they start feeling some kind of way as if not necessarily they're being taken advantage of, but they will brood on the fact of it's not being reciprocated, or the reciprocation is a sign of their appreciation from the other person to them, showing that what they're doing is wanted. And that's one of the biggest issues with Leo, is that they like to feel like what they're doing is being validated. Otherwise, they question themselves and the motives and what they do. And when that happens, they sulk. So, luckily enough, hopefully enough, the Aries male is actually much more willing to be reciprocating in that regards, because of that's just a natural reaction of Aries. Aries are known for being generous and known for going out of the way to do things for the people they love. Point blank and period. Sometimes Aries do things quicker or more forceful than what others may be normally, what the societal cultural standards may be, but they always mean well when they do that. And there won't be a lack of appreciation when everything is going the right way in the relationship. Aries will be giving what they want to give and receiving back what they want to receive emotionally, and so will the Leo. This is one of the biggest issues that I think they might have. Did I say that before? The biggest issue? I don't know, but this is a big one. Either way, the fact that Leo women tend to be very, 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 very territorial and fixed in whatever it is that they like and love. Whatever it is that they decide is their kingdom, that's what they like to hold on strongly tight to and not let go. Like I said before, it could be the career, it could be the loved ones, it could be an ideology, whatever it is. When they're fixed, they are firmly planted in that with complete absolute resolve, okay? And this Aries man may try to uproot some of that. Intentionally or unintentionally, I can't say. Obviously, specific situations require different ways of viewing that, but that could be a problem. That could be a huge problem, because that's going to make the Leo woman very, 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 very uncomfortable. And again, like I said in my Leo episode, Leo sun sign episode, that every female Leo that I know always have those issues with guys because of they're encroaching on the territory and not properly respecting the love that they have for the territory. That's been a common thing that I've noticed. If that situation happens here, that also might be another thing that could sway them away from each other. However, though, like I said, more often than not, unless there's something seriously wrong with the relationship, the Aries man should be more willing to be supportive and helpful and understanding of that happening for the Leo woman. So she actually might get something very great in that situation. Like, Leo sun sign, Aries sun sign are known for being super supportive for the friends and the loved ones, okay? So that, like I said, could be very, 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 very good. So whatever unlikely as it seems right now on paper, whatever Leo's plans of trying to go things or change things or improve things upon themselves or add on to the kingdom or whatever it is, the Aries man will probably support. And whatever crazy idea that the Aries man throws himself into, the Leo woman will be there to help support him as he struggles to get through that. Or possibly help him get to finalization. Because as I said before, but the Aries sun sign, they tend to start things up, commit to something for a bit, and then give up should the results not be as fast as they want to, or not showing the results they want to see. I'll move to the next thing. So that support could be a great thing. It could be very, very strong foundations of support from both sides. That is actually a very amazing thing to have in any relationship. So kudos to that. Kudos to these fire signs is doing that big right there, you know. There was something that was actually kind of critical that I thought about in my head. Things always running through my head quickly, so sometimes I forget to throw it out there. If you guys been following the episodes, you would know that. Like I said, one of the biggest issue to have there is, this is a big thing. As with the Sagittarians out there, Aries known for being very blunt. Well, I shouldn't say that. That is the incorrect term. They're not known for being blunt. They're known for being more direct and saying things basically socially unfiltered. They say what comes to the mind, and depending on the situation, like I said, it may be helpful, it may not be helpful, but it's coming out. And then they have to deal with the consequences afterwards. That was one thing there. So that actually could be an issue that they could deal with in regards to that, because Leo is one of the more sentimental signs. Well, sun signs, I should say that. So depending on the placements of the other aspects in the charts, they actually might be able to not be as befallen from the words out of this Aries mouth typically, you know. And actually, there's one thing too, that both these signs here run a high risk of constantly dealing with the anger. When both signs are hurt, both signs get angry. Aries just tend to get angry faster because hurt and sadness and fear turn into anger as a result. And with the Leo, they're just female. I can't say exactly how the expectation of, because I actually really forget of what to expect. Because Leo's can be moody, but I would imagine it might be more snappiness, more attitude flowing around, you know. That's what I would imagine, because they are known for Leo women that, you know, they still have the claws. They still lionesses going big, still the queens. And that's the thing about that too, is the queen is still trying to run her show the way it's supposed to be. So Leo women aren't as likely to share that grand stage of being the majestic one with the Aries man as the Leo male would be for the Aries woman. So in that regards, that could be that there always be a challenge of Aries male trying to make sure he's number one in the situation. Like I said, as long as they can get past and every now and then relinquish who's in charge, or play like a leader one, leader two type thing, or general and war chief type situation where they're working together, they're both leading, something like that. That could be a benefit to the relationship. But the biggest issues I have with this relationship, like I said, is potentially the arguments could be big. The angered arguments could be really big. There could be some sulking, a lot of attitude when someone's hurt. Typically when someone's hurt. If no one's hurt though, it's by golly, geez darn diggity how great things can be with these fires, with these signs. Like I said, they're actually very good supporting roles for each other. From what I'm thinking, they don't really, the Aries male and the Leo female don't really have too many things that strengthen the weaknesses of the other one. But they do help improve the strengths of each other. So that's one thing that could be a offsetting situation in regards to the benefit of how them being together works out. That could be one there. What else hits me? Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything important there? I'm trying to think. I think I got most of everything that needed to be, that is a detriment, like I said. So basically what I did most of this episode was tend to be things that how to improve, making it better for them. Like I said, these two signs actually work very well together. Because this is actually the thing I was saying, is that the things that each sign does require in a relationship for long lastingness, they both offer willingly through the sun sign. So that's a very great thing. They both want to be long lasting committed relationships. And they both need that reciprocation of appreciation from the other one. And they're both willing to give to each other. Those things are very, very strong attributes. Basically like this. If you guys are into football or something like this, think like the Kansas City Chiefs. Right now, they are a strong offensive team. And this relationship is. The Aries male and the Leo female are really strong offensively. Defensively, they're not looking the best, but they can overpower the small qualms in the relationship with the greatness they have that was going good. That's the best way to put that one. So in the short term, this one actually works great. And because it works in the short term, this actually could turn things into a longer lasting relationship much easier. Because like I said, just the benefits there are there. They're very there. Like they're very, yeah. I can't harp that enough. But yeah, if you guys like the episode, let me know what you think. This is my first love talk without car motion riding and all the good stuff. So let me know what you think. If you want to see more non-mobile love talks, let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, I'm going to try and see if I can actually make more. I am going to go back and do the reverse and try to hit more aspects that are definitive for the male gender and the female gender for each sign. Because like I said, this one here is very critical. When I actually do the reverse for this, you'll see, it's actually, oh boy, you know. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So yeah, like, share, subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hope you guys liked what I did new. If you have any more improvements, if you have any requests, let me know down in the comments below. I will definitely add you to the queue. Or sometimes like this one here, there was no queue at the time, so I had to struggle to pick two by myself. I'm not a Libra, man. Sometimes it's hard to pick the one to go with, you know. So, as always, my friends, stay classy, be you, make a wish, out.